Prudent Scholars in association with Goa Headmasters Association.
So here is the past, what I already spoke. Here is the future. Now let's go to a general verb eat, though irregular. I told you present simple has only one form. I eat, you eat, he, she eat, eats, S is added. In the case of verbs ending with O, ES is added. Here only S is added. We eat, you eat, they eat. Present continuous, I am eating, you are eating, he, she, it is eating, we are eating, you are eating, they are eating. Present perfect, I have eaten, you have eaten, he, she, it has eaten, we have eaten, you have eaten, they have eaten. Present perfect continuous, I have been eating, you have been eating, he, she, it has been eating, we have been eating, you have been eating, they have been eating. Convert it now. Suppose I use another verb, drink. I drink, you drink, he, she, it drinks. Then we, you, they drink. I am drinking, you are drinking, he, she, it is drinking. We, you, they are drinking. I have drunk, you have drunk, he, she, it has drunk. And it goes. I have been drinking, you have been drinking. Change any verb, only the main verb will change. The rest of the formula will remain the same. Now convert it into past. Past simple, eat becomes ate. Present continuous will become past continuous, I was eating, you were eating. Past perfect will become I had eaten, you had eaten. Past perfect continuous will become I had been eaten. Put future there. Future will be I shall eat, you will eat. Future continuous will be I shall be eating, you will be eating. Future perfect will be I shall have eaten, you will have eaten. Future perfect continuous will be I shall have been eating, you will have been eating, and there it goes. You can check your slides here. Let's move on to the next. Verbs, to play, to buy, to pay, to say. Vowel. What do I mean by vowel here? Before the Y, they are all ending with Y, but they have a vowel before them. And when they have a vowel before them, the only change you need to concentrate is the third person singular. You get S added. The rest remains the same. Past, you have followed your rules, so you have understood. Let's go to the next verb. Also ending with Y, but there is a consonant before the Y. In that case, what happens? The Y is deleted in the third person singular. Instead of Y, you add an I, and then you add ES. So I cry, you cry, he, she, it cries. We cry, you cry, they cry. I try, you try, he, she, it tries. We try, you try, they try. The rest remains the same. But only pay attention here. You have to know the principal parts of the verb. What is the ing form of crying? What is the past participle of crying? And the verb will go on. Just like verbs ending with O, that is I do, you go. Look at the verbs ending with CH, X, SH. Also take ES in the third person singular. I catch, you catch, he, she, it catches. We catch, you catch, they catch. And the rest goes the same. As I said, all that is important in conjugation is you first learn about the principal parts of the verb. With this, I end conjugation of the verbs. Now let us learn when to use which tense. How do we know which tense is used when? Very, very important part of application from your examination point of view. Simple present we use to talk about routine. I've already told you what is routine, that happens regularly. To talk about likes, dislikes, hobbies, facts of life, and universal truth. Universal truth. The crow is black. You can't make him white. Universal truth. What are the time phrases you will find that will help you to identify? You have to use simple present in this particular sentence. You will find time phrases like always, often, usually, sometimes, every day, rarely, once, twice a week, twice a month, twice a year, once a week, once a month, once a year, all the time, things that never happen, and to express facts. Examples: the star shines, simple present, in the sky. I wake up. Wake is come with the preposition up at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. You can call this routine. How do you know and when do you use present continuous? To talk about action that is going on in front of your eyes. Right now, I am teaching. I am conducting an English grammar lesson. Am conducting, continuous. You've already learned the conjugation. Things happening now, things happening at the moment. Or when you want to use expressions on things happening. Ouch. Look, she is dancing. Ouch and look. You are talking now. We are dancing at the moment. See, present continuous. When do you use present perfect and present perfect continuous? Present perfect is used to talk about an action which took place in the past. Action has taken place, but the effect of the action is still there in the present. What do we mean by that? What are the phrases that we use? Time phrases to be used are this year, this month, recently, just now, since, for, already. Ram has just written a letter. Ram has recently written a letter. Ram has already written a letter. These are the time phrases that will focus in these sentences. Present perfect continuous. Very important to understand these, the use of this tense. To talk about an action that started in the past, action has started in the past, here action is completed in the past, but effect continues in the present. Here, action has started in the past, but not yet over. It will continue in the future. Will also continue in the future. See here, Ram has been writing a letter since the play had started, or since the play started. He's writing, he's not yet done with, he will complete it in the future. You have been watching this play for about 5 minutes. For, since will be used in the case of perfects. Since, for already will be used. So what is this for signifying? A period. 5 minutes you've been watching this, but you've not yet done with. You'll continue watching it. So action that had started in the past continues. It has been raining since the mid of June. Action started in the mid of June, but not yet over. It will continue. That is the use of present perfect continuous. Let's move on to past simple. To talk about an action that took place at a particular time in the past, done and dusted. The phrases that you will find are last year, last month, last weekend, last night. The word last yesterday, it may also come with yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, before, short time ago, 2 hours ago, 20 minutes ago. So these are the time phrases that will surface indicating the use of simple past. Ram wrote a letter yesterday. Ram wrote a letter 20 minutes ago. Past continuous. To talk about an action that was going on at a particular time in the past. Example, Ram was writing a letter at 9 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what he is doing now. He was writing an action that was going on some time ago. Usually, children, past continuous and past simple also come together. In such cases, two actions are happening of the past together. One is happening, and when one is happening, another one takes place. When one was happening, what happens? Another action takes place. In that case, you need to identify the action that had started first. The action that had started first, and which is the action that happened while the first action was going on. So action that has started first will go in past continuous. An action that came along your way when the first action was started but was finished and dusted with will go in simple present. Like, for example, Jack was eating lunch. He had started eating lunch. He was progressing with his action. Jack was eating lunch. Suddenly someone called up, the phone rang. So while one action was in progress, another action happened. Jack was eating lunch when the phone rang. Jack was sleeping when the door opened. So you've got to know to identify which action started first and which is the action when the first action was continuing happened next. What is past perfect? To talk about an action that took place before another action. Again, two actions can be signified here. See here. Ram had written. Perfect, I told you, you will see these time phrases. Ram had already written. He had finished writing when another action happened before I came. So the second action will go in the simple past. Action that already took place before the second action happened will go in the past. In this case, the first action was going on. In this case, the first action already is over. So I suppose you understand to identify the use of past continuous and the use of past perfect. What is past perfect continuous? To talk about an action that was going on for a long period of time somewhere in the past. I don't know about the situation now, whether it's going on or not. Look here, Ram had been writing letters for last 1 year. If you're talking about now, I may not know now, but I know he had been writing letters to his mother. Action that was going on for a long period of time somewhere in the past. Let us look at future. Simple future, to talk about an action that is yet to take place. Phrases used are next month, next year, next weekend, tomorrow, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. 2 minutes ago is the use in the past. In 2 minutes. In 20 hours. Soon. After some time. Now. Ram will write a letter now. Ram will write a letter after some time. Ram will write a letter tomorrow. What is future continuous? To talk about an action that will be going on in the future. Ram will be writing a letter when Sita arrives. They will be playing football tomorrow. Future perfect helps to express the idea that something will occur before another action in the future. It can also show that something will happen before a specific time in the future. Ram will have written a letter after an hour. Before a specific time, his work will happen. That is future perfect. She will have cooked dinner by evening. Future perfect continuous helps to show that something will continue until a particular event or time in the future. Time phrase, 5 minutes, 2 weeks. Since, look here, will have been writing a letter in 2 weeks. In November, I will have been working. In November, time is yet to come in the future. I will have been working in my school for a period, 32 years. Did you understand the use of tenses now? Finally, to summarize the conjugation and time, this is how the conjugation looks. In the present tense, mother bakes a cake, present simple. Mother is baking a cake, present continuous or present progressive. Mother has baked a cake, present perfect. Mother has been baking a cake, present perfect continuous, or we also call the other name for continuous is progressive. Past will look like this. Mother baked a cake, past simple. Mother was baking a cake, past continuous. Mother had baked a cake, past perfect. Mother had been baking a cake, past perfect continuous. And future will look like this. Mother will bake a cake, future simple. Mother will be baking a cake, future continuous. Mother will have baked a cake, future perfect. Mother will have been baking a cake, future perfect continuous. Now comes the long-awaited application from examination point of view. In your exam, this will be your question 6F, the direct question. The format has changed this year. Fill in the blanks by choosing the correct verb form. You've got to choose from the bracket, from the alternatives given below each sentence. Write your answers against the serial number of the sentence. What do we mean? Write your numbers. This is how your answer should look like. Just write the serial number and the answer. Do not copy the stamp. Do not copy the stamp. And how many marks? 2 marks. Half mark each. You will get 4 questions. Let us go by the first one. I dash for a bus again this time tomorrow. I dash for the bus again this time tomorrow. Specific time is given and you are expected to choose. I will wait for the bus again this time tomorrow. I have waited for the bus again this time tomorrow, or I will be waiting for the bus this time tomorrow. Since it is indicating tomorrow, this is out. We've got to choose with the future. I will wait is simple future. Whereas it is talking about for the bus again this specific time tomorrow. So the right answer will be, I will be waiting Future continuous. For the bus again, this time tomorrow. Let us look at the second one. She dashed London since Monday. I told you when you see this phrase, tomorrow indicates future, this indicates perfect. She dashed London since Monday. She is visiting London since Monday. She has been visiting London since Monday. Will visit. Since the indication since is perfect, perfect is an indicator of has been. So, she has been visiting London since Monday. Second answer. By this time next year, he dashed the construction of his house. Has completed, completed, or will have completed. The very phrase next year gives you an indicator of future. By this time next year, he will have completed the construction of his house. Let's go to question 4. If it dash the harvest would have been good. Now, if it will rain, this is if clause, which I will deal with when I am talking to you or teaching you, do as directed. If it will rain, the harvest would have been good. If it had rained, the harvest would have been good. If it rains, the harvest would have been good. Now, what are the indicators here? There is would already, would have, so will have is out of question. Now, if you use rains here, this is simple present, and here the indicator is would have, which is past. Indicator is past. So, if it rains, the harvest would have been good is wrong. The last alternative you are left with, if it had rained, past perfect, the harvest would have been good. Fifth one, he dashed television when I came home. Use of two verbs. I came, one action. He dashed, action that had started. So, you cannot have one in the past, one in the present. So, he watched the television when I came home. You cannot have two simple pasts in one sentence. Is watching is completely out because it is indicating of present and we have past action. So, he was watching television, action that was going on in the past when another action happened, when I came home. He was watching television when I came home. Every day my dog, every day time phrase is an indicator of routine. Every day my dog dash for me to return home. Will wait, has waited, waits. Every day is an indicator of routine. Simple present, I told you. Every day my dog waits for me to return home. When I was young, I dashed things with ease. When I was young was state of being in the simple past, and therefore this was indicates you can't indicate again present or future. Indicator is past, and therefore you can't say when I was young I can. No. If this same sentence was I am young, I can do. So this is simple past. When I was young, I could do things with is. The boys will play if the headmaster, if clause, dash them. Now, the boys will play, simple future, will play, is an indicator with simple future with the if clause, it should be the boys will play if the headmaster allowed them is wrong. The boys will play if the headmaster will allow them is wrong, because you can't put two simple futures. So with simple future in a if clause, again a question that can come in do as directed part of the grammar, the boys will play is always accompanied by simple present. Will play if the headmaster allows them. The boys would play if the headmaster allowed them. If there was would here. Very clear? Let us go to the 9th question. The Rajdhani Express dash 2 hours ago. The Rajdhani Express has left. I told you has, you must have time phrases like already, since, just, for. The Rajdhani Express has left out. The Rajdhani will have left 2 hours ago out. The Rajdhani Express left simple future because of the use of the time phrase ago. I wish, this you must understand, children. When you're wishing, it is an imaginary use. I wish. Now I am, you are. I was. You never say I were. But when it is an imaginary understanding of a condition, I wish I, then you don't use am, you don't use was, you use were. I wish I were the Prime Minister of India. I wish that condition came, imaginary condition. The ship will have left before, will have left before. We shall reach, another future. Before we, I reach, you reach, he, she, it reaches. We reach. Both in simple, but this reaches does not match the subject pronoun or personal pronoun in question we. The ship will have left before we reach the harbor. Before we reach the harbor. My brother dash here since 2005. Since indicates to you the use of perfect. This is out, this is out. My brother has been working here since 2005. And last, children, here you have your answers to check the work that we did. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe. Take your own time to study these videos. Pause the videos, write down the matter, as it will help you until you proceed to your class 12th. Thank you.